switch that sound up, make sure we sounding good. Welcome back to the N.y.a show. Appreciate everybody for their continued support as always. Please go check out my video that I did on the Black Hebrew Israelites because of all the videos this year, that's the one that's truly had the engagement and the people getting the views up. So y'all go there, tell me what you think about that story. That was probably like 4 or 5 weeks ago. I'll be rolling them out. Hope everybody weekend was good. This is basically Tuesday, because it'll be Tuesday when you see this. So it's Tuesday. Hope everybody weekend was well. My weekend consisted of some walking, getting this hair, getting this hair done, going shout out to my stylist Eclipse, but it is painful. So trust me, I may be on the stove, giddy, on the show, giddy, smiling, all that good stuff and being serious. But when I'm in that chair, it's ooh, ah, all those different things. And then I come out halfway looking like I'm bald. So it's like, I don't be tripping when they say you gonna bald and shit later. Cause it's like, I be wearing styles, but most people walk up on and be like, I know you have no, oh, I see the style. So it's all good. So that's really what my weekend consisted of, and just hanging out with the family, of course, spend time with my daughters. So I definitely want to hop right into this story that I seen. But I must start here. How a mother is balancing life and the pursuit of dreams. An interview with actress Breyonna and Thomas with Ajay. You know what I'm saying? What was it? I forget Ajay's last name sometimes because it's sometimes posted on here, which is all good. Y'all just come to this page and he took the time to break down the interview through everything. So shout out to AJ. Please come. The link will be in the comments as always. Y'all check it out and tell me what your thoughts are on it and share it. Of course, that's the whole point. Share it. Now, the story is Netflix software engineer vanishes after he's last seen getting into Uber. The story is by Emily Brown. It was published today, so it's fresh. So shout out to the brother right here. Crying. That could be his mother. I didn't see that video. That's the video still. I didn't see that video. It could be his mother, or it could be just be someone who around him that just cares about him, but it's likely his mom. The family of the 22-year-old who worked at Netflix, they are looking for answers after he vanished shortly after getting into a marked Uber. So y'all listen to this. Listen closely. Yohaneskidane was last seen on the 14th of August in San Jose, California, just 2 weeks after he started working at Netflix, the place that most people spend a lot of their time on, or when they wake up in the morning, it says, "Are you still watching?" So he worked for Netflix, just started, young guy. He just moved into the Bay Area in July after graduation from Cornell University. And he was captured on the security camera leaving his apartment around 7:15. So anywhere in the world right now, the sun is still up around 7:15, but it is getting dark before getting to a car that had an Uber sticker on it. Uber sticker on it. There's so many stories about Uber. I don't know if this is bad on Uber's part because there's so many stories about Uber. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I mentioned a story about an Uber situation that happened here where a young lady was in the back of the Uber. The Uber driver wasn't harmed at all, but somebody pulled up on the side of the Uber and unloaded on this woman. I don't know. I need to do some backup on that story because that was crazy. So there's always something going on with Uber assaults and things like that. So it's nothing new to me. Kadane's brother, Yosef, told KTVU Kadane had spoken to two of his colleagues before leaving, telling them that he was headed to San Francisco to maybe meet a friend. If I don't know how well they knew each other, but if you, my folks, I may hit up your family after you tell me. You don't tell me where you're going. You're not gonna say you're just going to meet up with a friend. You want to probably give me a name, something, Instagram, some. If it's a girl, whatever, you will give me some. So I don't know how well he knew them, but if you my partner, I don't think I'll let you leave like that. On the night of his disappearance, Kadane's sister noticed his location changed on his phone to a place to place him at Golden Gate Bridge. Golden Gate Bridge, y'all. Here we go. Golden Gate Bridge in in San Francisco. Look what it is. Look what it is. He was dropped off at the entrance, at the freaking entrance. So we got to pay attention to that. He was dropped off at the entrance. Now, the family member, figured he could have been meeting a friend or like checking it out for maybe work people or something, Yosef told Dateline. However, when the location remained unchanged to the following morning, his sister started to panic and calls were unanswered. Here's the official missing person report. Of course, if you see this dude walking around anything, because they didn't speak of his mental state at all. If you see him around, then please follow the information on the screen. Follow the information on this screen. Reach out if you're in this region. In that San Jose, the location started moving a day later. But when they called his phone, a stranger picked up and said he found the phone with the man wallet, card, ID at the Golden Gates Welcome Center. Someone who was in San Rafael, Rafael, who was on a commute, saw a phone and a wallet sitting on this small glassy hill right between the Welcome Center and the coffee shop. Joseph said 30 bucks in cash was in the wallet, ID cards, phone untouched, phone untouched. The family asked the police to conduct a wellness check at his apartment, but when he wasn't there and hadn't showed up for work, and they determined that he was last seen getting into an Uber. The last footage that they have of him is leaving the apartment, getting in a black Toyota Camry. Black Toyota Camry. The brother told Dateline that as far as he knows, the Uber driver has not been identified. It's now been a week since he was last heard from Kidane. It should be more talk about this because I feel like Uber should at least get in contact with the driver who had this man in the car to speak. No, the story don't speak of his mental state. What was going on with him at the time? What did he do? And did you see him go anywhere? Did he walk straight away? Did he go into the building of the Welcome Center? Did he walk towards the bridge? Come on, like get in contact with who the Uber driver was. I don't think that's against the law. The day after he vanished, the family learned his backpack, laptop, and personal documents had been found. And they said he added the police did not say where exactly they had been discovered. His family filed a missing person report with Yusuf insisting that they're not going to stop until he's home, and they shouldn't because as spooky as this may sound, he could pop up somewhere. Sometimes people do things like that, leave all their stuff behind, and they just walk away. Maybe he'll be found somewhere walking around, or he may eventually need resources. And somebody may have seen this story, seen the stories out there, and say, "Yo, I recognize this dude. We need to get you back to the people that love you." Things like that do happen. He described as being 5'8", 150, and he was 150 pounds. He was last seen wearing a wearing gray sweatpants, a black hoodie, and black shoes. Oh Lord, he was in Batman style. Anyone with any information about his disappearance they are said to call the San Jose Police Department 408-277-0531. Now, I hope that this young man, I hope that he's found safe, man. I hope that he's found safe overall, but the story, the way that things add up, your phone is the extension of yourself nowadays. People keep them all the time. So if you hear of somebody close to me, I hear that they left their phone behind them, it was untouched. My mind's going to automatically go to why would something like that happen? Why would something like that happen? Why the ID cards? That's why I want to know what the Uber driver seen because maybe he was attacked, maybe he was kidnapped. All these different things can happen. Maybe they need to be doing some searching of that water right below the bridge because maybe he jumped. You know what I'm saying? Let's not leave that out, man. Maybe he jumped. Maybe he got a nice job. He had $30 in his wallet. He wasn't exactly broke. He could have buy himself a burger or whatever he wanted to. But a lot of times people are going through things in their life. You know what I'm saying? So it's really no telling what his, like I said, no telling what his mental state was. So they should look more into those things too because you got to check on your strong friends. Now, I have hard times, especially recently. I have days like that myself. People around you, they want, every part of you, and you say no or say something they don't like, it's like they took call you everything but a child of God, So it's like at the end of the day, you do need to check on people. There's no telling what his mental state was, and there's no telling on if he just left all that stuff behind and just took off. It's really we need answers. I feel like there'll be answers. I hope it's good news better than bad news because I follow pages that talk about missing people, and every story don't end with somebody losing their life. It don't always end like that. So y'all let me know what your thoughts are on the story. I feel like this show is longer. I don't know why, but I had to flush that out. And I hope that this young man is found and returned to his family. You get what I'm saying? It's the N.y.a show. Appreciate y'all as always. And I'll check back in a couple of days. It's the N.y.a show.